A moment ago, fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That's taken on the 25. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Drops it underneath to Thomas. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed it, it would have been a different story. Night.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
18. Set up. 18. Advance up. Hey, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And out now come the Eagles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gone! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught to the right side, Reed. And he'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Gone.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go with Washington to begin the drive, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down?
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start the drive with Washington. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
On second down, here's Trubisky. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lock in. Go! 180!
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Red, go! 180! 18.
On second down, Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They pitch to Washington. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now it's Trubisky. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fight, and that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 11. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gold with the extra point. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Lock in.
On first down, Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go. We're on the ball.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Go.
Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
18. Red. Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big run by the big man Fournette. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Red. Gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Red, up. Hey, 18.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Drops it underneath to Thomas. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. This might be a free play here for Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his right. He may try and run for this. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty not quite enough to get them to first as they'll come up here on 3rd and inches. Trubisky keeps it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
18. Hey, gotta go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. On 1st, here's Washington. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Going for the deep ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition. Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Going deep downfield and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Giants, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the New York. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up. The cake up. Raise up or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you. Right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm gonna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. With it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep